After 15 very successful seasons at Joe Gibbs Racing, including a pair of Cup Series championships, Kyle Busch's job responsibilities with the organization officially ended this week at the NASCAR Awards banquet on Thursday. During the show, Busch talked about his time with JGR and how he looked forward to a new chapter at Richard Childress Racing. He didn't wait long to start it. Just 24 hours later, the 37-year-old began authoring it in most promising fashion, putting his car on the pole at the World Racing League event held at Circuit of the Americas. On Saturday, Busch teamed up with his new RCR teammates Austin Dillon and Sheldon Creed on the first day of the two-day endurance event at the 3.41-mile track. Unfortunately, things didn't get off to a great start when gremlins plagued the car, specifically fuel pickup issues, which showed up at one point when Busch replaced Creed during a transition and the car required a push from the pit crew. During Busch's run, the problem worsened, and eventually, the team decided to go behind the wall and address the problem with the hopes of getting it repaired and ready for a chance to win on Sunday. Following the first day's abbreviated session, Busch spoke exclusively with After the Checkered Flag, where he talked about the event, including why he chose to compete in it.
I mean, it's just something different, something unique, a cool opportunity to just get my chance to get my feet in the door and get to work with Randall and some of the guys that I look to work with next year on the number 8 car in the Cup Series. So just to come out and have some fun and drive a new car. I mean, it's an old Cup car, so I mean, it is something familiar that I've already been used to.
While the future NASCAR Hall of Famer said the trip to Austin has been a fun and enjoyable experience, he also admitted it had an important professional component.
I'm working with pretty much 8 guys here, Randall, my lead engineer, my second engineer, all those guys that I'm going to be working with next year are here working with us on this one. Just kind of as a little group bonding deal, and this is our trailer, so just trying to get used to the lay of the land.
Although, as he said, it's an older generation car and they are competing against a variety of other cars ranging in size and speed, Busch said getting time on the world-class road course will prove beneficial when NASCAR returns to the track in a few months.
I've been to COTA a few times now, and extra laps anywhere always kind of helps, so it's fun to kind of get out there and mix it up with some of the endurance cars and slower cars and find different lines that you might not normally use or think of to use when you have to go make a pass on someone. So that's definitely been useful.
While focused on learning new lines and building camaraderie with his new team, Busch knows there's an even bigger picture in play. When his brother Kurt went to 2311 Racing last year, everyone said he would elevate the program because of his wealth of knowledge and experience. The two-time champion is in a similar position heading into 2023 at RCR, and he knows it.
Just help build on the program that they've already had. Obviously last year Austin was able to win a race. Tyler won a couple races, so having the chance to come into a place that's already won races, I feel like I can help to improve on that program and help build that with the experience that I have and the relationships that I've had over the years at JGR with the people there, understanding who those people are and the roles that they have at RCR, and trying to make sure that we're as competitive as we can.
One of the greatest drivers in NASCAR history quietly started his next chapter with RCR on a cool, cloudy winter day in the Lone Star State. No fanfare, just racing. His happy place. And it was quite evident he was happy and refreshed. That could be a bad sign for the rest of the Cup Series competition in 2023.